Shout out StatGuy.
The MAJesty.
Oh my goodness. It's professional wrestling.
1,000% confirmed. Not Maj.
Stay Maj and enjoy yourself.
It's Cheap Heat with Peter Rosenberg, featuring Stat Guy Greg and Dip.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, what's happening? There's sounds everywhere. Welcome to the program, everyone. It's Cheap Heat Live. I am Peter Rosenberg. Brian Dipperstein, you there?
Oh, I'm here, baby.
What's happening? There's all kinds of crazy things happening at the Performance Center right now, guys. I'm going to have to delete, cancel out of things. We're going to figure things out. SUG, you there in Philadelphia?
How you guys doing, man? I'm doing great.
All right, there we go.
Something's definitely going on right now. There's something.
Oh, yeah. Something was going on there.
Something's going on.
Oh, yeah.
Everything has been quit. We are okay. I'm all right. There were some complications here this morning at the WWE Performance Center in beautiful Orlando, Florida, but we are here and we are okay. We have a big show. Dip, you were missed last week, and we're very happy to have you back.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. A rough week, but we're good. We're here. We're back, baby. We are alive
and I know
and well.
I know you missed the Healthinator. I know you missed the Peckerheads. I know it's hard for you.
The Peckerheads missed you. I know. I can say that for sure.
You know that for a fact? Is that what the Discord is saying?
That's what the Discord is saying.
That's by the way, it's not just the Discord saying it. A lot of people are saying
Everybody's saying it. Sports Illustrated is saying it.
Yeah.
Bleacher Report's saying it.
Yeah, a lot of people are talking about that. A lot of chatter out there.
But it is great to have you back. SUG, how was your week?
Oh, it was great. Great. My anniversary was this past Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
Went out to a nice dinner. Had a good time. Fruit and flowers was a traditional gift for the 4th anniversary. I went with the perfect.
Is that a thing? The fruit and flowers?
That is a thing. Crystal got me a fruit tart and a bouquet of flowers, so she went literal with it.
I've never heard of this before. Fruit and flowers. I've never heard this.
Because you're not married, so every year once your anniversary comes up, you're googling what are we supposed to get, and then you try to go in that range. So
I want you to know I am married. Never heard of it.
You never, yeah.
Now that doesn't mean I'm not failing. That doesn't mean I'm not failing when it comes to the marriage. But I am.
You just haven't done your Googles.
Yeah, I have not run the Googles.
Or a month ago. So.
All right. Well, Dip, you have a lot of time. I have less time to figure this out before my next anniversary, but we all have time to figure out what the proper anniversary things are. You know what I'm saying?
Clearly, according to Greg, it's some cantaloupe. And some
exactly
some
roses and some cantaloupe. That's all you need for the 4th.
Maybe a kiwi, or something dragon fruit, something like that.
Depending on what season you were married, it might be papaya. You might get some passion fruit in there.
Okay, I'll take a papaya, a anniversary papaya.
SGG, did you bust out a dragon fruit? I really want to know.
I did not. The fruit tart that she got me came from Wegmans. It had kiwi on it, so Dip is not that far off. There was some kiwi, there's some pineapple, strawberry, blueberry.
Kiwi was exchanged, is what you're saying.
That's right. That's right.
Wow.
So Dip is not that far off.
Well, I need to get it together when it comes to my next anniversary. A lot is happening, guys, in the Rosenberg household right now. A lot is going on. The move of the Cinch is happening soon. We're moving 20 blocks away. It is. I got to tell you guys, I don't know how these people are doing it with the kids. Dip. We got people.
I don't have any. I don't have any of these. I don't have one. I don't even have one.
Yeah.
And by the way, and I get it. I'm seeing what people are doing with the children, and they're going and going. I mean, we have. And the other day, Natalie was saying to me, because she's always, questioning whether what we're doing is right. Could we do something better? Or what about this? What about that? And she said, well, I wonder if we could have, just moved more stuff out of this house and found a way to make this apartment work.
Oh,
and I'm like,
it's enough with this apartment. It's enough. Okay.
It's a great apartment, though.
It's great for a bachelor. It's a tiny place at this point. You're rich. You're successful. the couch is too big. Okay, it's the
Couch is too big.
The couch is too big. Why is the couch?
Yeah,
why is the couch
we
big?
liked it at first. It's gotten too big.
I love the couch, but this is I really do. But I slept on this couch many times, so I have.
I don't understand the couch slander.
I have strong affinity for this couch. Okay, I'm just telling you. I've watched a lot of wrestling on this couch. I've done
You really have.
I love this couch. No JD Vance. I love this couch though.
But there's no clean sitting on this couch. The legs have to come up. There has to be an extra seating like movement to get comfortable on the couch. It's so deep that it's an instant bed. It's an instant loungy thing. There's no regular seating on the couch.
He's right. I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to argue against him. Dip is right. Though I didn't know why the couch needed to catch the slander, because it doesn't have anything to do with the move. I mean, that's the hard part. SGG is
it's an opportunity to get the new couch. You'll get the new couch now.
By the way, I don't know that we are not in this moment.
Oh God, you're getting stop.
Yeah, no, I stand with the couch.
With the apartment comes new furniture and a new beginning for everything.
Yeah, but again, back to the Dip and no children situation. Dip, do you really want to jump into a brand new beautiful couch for the future that you love with a child who's now just going to be getting to the age of climbing on the couch with the cups and the snacks? I think you wait on the couch.
This is the future. This is it. You're saying for the future. This is the future. You want the kid climbing on the couch and doing the cups and the things.
So you just have to think about it in terms of material and color situation.
Yes, material and color. You get the performance fabric so that nothing can happen.
The performance fabric.
let me tell you
We're going to perform on the fabric.
You see how he brought into the scam? Do you see how he's trying to get us in on the scam now?
Let me tell you something. It's not a scam. One of the biggest mistakes a human being can make is declining the performance fabric. Okay? Once you're delving into the non-performance, everything stains. Everything. If you look at a couch, it stains. You sneeze. The splatter from the sneeze is staining the couch.
I love the couch. I cannot support replacing the couch. This couch is the couch that I dropped.
This couch is not the couch.
This is the couch that I was sitting on when I dropped the piece of chicken and Bear attacked that chicken with the speed of a gazelle that birthed the hot dog chicken challenge. That was a great moment in Cheap Heat history.
That's a great point.
I got you. What I would support though is if somebody wants to send P a free couch to his new home that's 20 blocks away.
Wow, I love what you're doing. I would
support. So Love Sack, Raymore Flanagan. I don't know who sponsors on Sirius SM. If you got a couch for P, that I will support. We can get that old couch out of here.
You know what?
I'll move the old couch if you're going to send P a new couch.
Let me call Raymore for you. I'm not sure I can reach Flanagan. I don't know where he's at.
Yeah, Flanagan doesn't answer.
I'll definitely be able to talk to Raymore for you.
Raymore makes things happen.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're so confident you can get a hold of Raymore.
Please, I got Raymore on speed dial.
If you are the manager you claim to be, and I need a couch, you should be able to get Raymore on the phone. All right?
Yeah. No one's heard from Flanagan in years.
Yeah.
In years. He's drunk somewhere. Flanagan's drunk as a skunk at Flanagan.
SGG, you know what's messed up about this is that we're making all these jokes, but remember when it really did happen with the lawyer team when one of them. Yeah, that one's gone.
Yeah. They had problems before that, though. I went to law school with Celino's daughter. So the issues was long. They were going to break up before that, I think.
The issues were long documented, you're saying?
Yeah, the issues were long documented. I don't want to get too deep into it because, this is lawyer goss that I'm going to spread on Sirius XM radio. But
yeah, you can't do that. You can't.
Yeah, I can't do that. They had some issues, though. It was going to happen.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But Barnes is gone. Barnes is the one who died in a crash, though, right? It was Barnes?
Yeah.
Dip, do you know about Celino and Barnes? Or are we going to New York for you now?
I know what it is, but I don't know any lore about it.
Celino and Barnes, industry attorneys, 888.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. We have our own version of that. We have Jacob Emrani, who, by the way, I see all over the place. I've dined next to him and his family 300 times. Me and Jacob Emrani have the same social schedule.
I thought you were gonna say the official. I think these are the official attorneys of WWE or something like that, right? Don't they advertise on WWE? Morgan and Morgan. They're everywhere.
Morgan and Morgan.
Morgan are everywhere.
Yeah. Not to be confused with the great Liv Morgan, of course.
No.
Morgan and Morgan.
All right, so
Morgan and Morgan love wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I want to meet Morgan. I don't know about Morgan. I definitely want to meet Morgan.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about Morgan.
All right, guys. A lot of things to discuss here.
Yes.
John Cena is the Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah.
The moment in Boston went down. He now is a Grand Slam champion, which we know Dip feels very strongly about. Dip thinks it's very important when people can become Grand Slam champion. He finds it to be one of those meaningful things in professional wrestling. And now you can sleep easy, Dip, because John Cena is a Grand Slam champion.
Look, what I think should happen is, of course, he'll drop it. I think Dom should immediately win it back in like whatever tournament fakakta thing they do. It should be Dom should immediately win it back. I like Dom as the champion.
I know. We all love Dom as IC champ. But what do you mean? What do you mean in the tournament? Like,
what are they doing? I just made that up. What are they going to do to get the title off of him?
To get the title off of John.
I don't think you're that far off. And I do think it's going to be the tournament winner also ends up getting an Intercontinental Championship match. And the
tournament winner. That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
And I'm so worried that means that Sheamus is going to win the tournament and also become a Grand Slam champion, because
Greg,
he's been chasing this title for years.
Gregory, Sheamus is not winning the tournament.
Listen, I'm not saying that I would like for that to happen. Love Sheamus.
He's saying he's worried about it.
But it's just.
Let me tell you something.
Not a story.
Let me tell you something. Sheamus has been back on TV now for a few weeks. Okay. I've never been a big Sheamus guy, although I like his look. I think he's very unique. This guy.
He looks like a professional wrestler, confirmed.
I love the way. I love Sheamus. I have like become like such a Sheamus guy in like this third act.
I love that for Sheamus, and I love that for you.
I am. I want to have a pint with Sheamus at some point. You were you had a pint threat at a certain point. I don't know. I don't know if you ever took up the pint thing. I would love
it. Hasn't happened yet. It hasn't. It needs to happen.
I like his paleness. I'm very big on the paleness.
You're liking the paleness.
It shows every marking. You know exactly when he's been slapped or scratched. Yeah. I love that.
It's not performance fabric, but I do like the paleness.
By the way, Sheamus's skin is not performance fabric. Okay. It's the regular run-of-the-mill fabric. It's bruisable. It's stainable.
Oh, yeah. Things are happening.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen either, but I understand SGG's concern that this would be like the most blah, blah, blah thing that could happen. Would it be? How do I actually feel about that? Let me process this first. I don't want to be generic. I want to process the thought as a wrestling fan. Sheamus and John having the last match. Listen, they're very connected historically.
Yep.
But there's not enough there. And Sheamus isn't the future, right? And I don't think he's is Sheamus a top 5 Cena rival?
No.
Maybe he's 5. He might be 5.
No.
Maybe 5. No.
10.
I mean,
top 10, not 5.
Who's the 4 that you would put ahead of Sheamus?
Great question. Now we're having a conversation. This is how you do a radio show. Now we're having a conversation.
I think he might be 5.
Greg, you should consider a career in broadcasting as well, alongside Peter.
Yeah.
Only alongside Peter, though.
Yeah, definitely not on your own. Definitely not on your own. All
right, so name the ones that. Hold on. Let's be Batista.
Yes.
Edge. Randy.
Yes.
I said
Rock.
Oh yes, yeah, so he's top 10.
Punk.
Yes.
Miz.
Yes.
No,
I mean
top
10.
Not ahead of Sheamus.
I think ahead of Sheamus. Come on.
They have a WrestleMania. They have a WrestleMania match.
Yeah, but John Cena and Sheamus actually traded titles. They have Sheamus got his first championship off of John Cena.
So the point is this: we all agree. I would have taken no issue with I would have taken zero issue with Cena and Sheamus having a match along the way. It shouldn't be the last match. Is that what we're all saying?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we love the man. We love Sheamus, but I just don't think that would be the way to do this. All right, so we have a lot to break down today, and we're going to break it all down to a fine powder. I want to take a break right now so we can come back and talk more about this. We also will get to your guys' phone calls as well at 877-344-4893. Also coming up in like 15 minutes or so, I'm going to be joined in person here in Orlando by the TNA Knockouts champion, Kelani Jordan. She's going to step in here. We're going to talk to her about everything going on at TNA, as well as Gold Rush coming up over the next couple of weeks from Madison Square Garden Theater. That's going to be very, very cool. So we'll talk to Kelani Jordan, first time on the show. Probably the biggest deal of her short career. To the first Cheap Heat appearance?
Yeah. I mean, although I'm concerned for you. When you said that we were going to do this, I was like, okay, it's over Zoom. P is safe. The last time that I can think of, there's probably been a time in between, but the last time that I can think of that you were in such close proximity on a radio program with the TNA Knockouts member of the roster, champion. It didn't end good for your boy. And that room looks a little close quarters. It's tight.
You know what, Kelly?
Try to keep it.
Emilio, Kelly, we're going to need a clip. Before we drop the Kelani Jordan interview, we need to drop a clip with SGG, what he just said, reminding people of what happened. And then you can cut right to the video. It's right there in perfect color.
I'm sorry to have to remind you of what happened, but I am worried. When you said Performance Center, I said, oh, no, please, can she zoom in? But
my face still stings when you bring it up. Also, as of last night, there's a new TNA champion?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Okay. We'll talk about that as well. More on the Cena stuff and other things from Monday night. There's a lot happening all over the place, John Cena and beyond. We will get to all of it. Dip, did you watch any Blood and Guts yet?
I watched the blood. I watched the guts.
Okay. All right. I watched some blood. I watched some blood. I watched some guts. I haven't seen all the blood or all the guts, but I've seen some of the blood, some of the guts.
Yeah, that's what's going to be on your new couch. Blood and guts.
Oh, my God.
That's what you.
That's why you need the performance.
That's why. That's why. And they all. That's why you need the performance fabric for Blood and Guts.
For Blood and Guts. It makes perfect sense. Where else can you hear a show like this? Nowhere. 877-344-4893. The technical problems are out of the way. Kelani Jordan coming up in just a bit. It's Cheap Heat Live on Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following. Bubble Yum Bubblegum. Available in a blasting new 3-flavor pack with wild cherry, grape, and regular. Bubble Yum keeps it popping.
The show has gotten much cooler because Dip has been replaced by Kelani Jordan. Respectfully to Dip. Respectfully.
Yeah.
Welcome to Cheap Heat Live, Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7. The TNA Knockouts champion, Kelani Jordan, is on Cheap Heat for the first time. Is this the biggest moment in your career thus far? Right this second.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
I mean, I would say being the first ever Women's North American Champion.
Yeah, inaugural, whatever.
Yeah.
Sure. It's a big deal. I mean,
no, it is a big deal.
No, it felt big then. At the time, that was the biggest.
Yes, and I also feel like because I had to set the bar for that title.
Right.
But now I feel like, yes, this is the biggest moment because now I'm a world champion. I'm representing 2 brands. Obviously, I have more experience now, so yeah.
We're very excited to have you.
Thank you.
It has been a very, very cool run for you. Just 3 years in the biz so far, technically.
Mm-hmm. Yep, 3 years.
All right, let's do a little. Let's take a look back. How's the first 3 years been? Would you say so far? Has it been everything that you dreamed of? Has it far surpassed? How would you rate what's happened for you for the last 3 years?
I would say it's definitely far surpassed. I mean, I've always believed in myself and knew that I had potential, but never in a billion years would I think, oh, I would be inaugural champion. I would be a TNA world champion. I never thought that this would happen so quickly, but I'm super thankful. So this experience has far surpassed. It's pushed me out my comfort zone. It's challenged me, and honestly, I just got to meet some amazing people along the way.
Your fiance?
Yes, my fiance, of course. Thank you, NXT.
Wait, and by the way, how quickly? What was the Carmelo's been on the show before. He'll be back again another time. I don't want to make this about Carmelo, but I do want to get the story because I know Bianca's story. Bianca and Tez, I know their story of meeting. What was your guys' story of meeting here?
Okay, so it's kind of funny because I feel like it will sound like cheesy, but the moment that we met, you know how like in wrestling you got to shake everyone's hands, you know, unwritten rules, you know, everything. Or so I went to shake his hand and it was like time froze. Like we literally just stared at each other, and and I'm not shy at all, but it felt like in that moment I got really shy. And Coach Terry Taylor was right there, and he told Melo, he was like, "Hey, you better get it for someone else does." And then I wasn't, so I was walking away, and I guess he said that to him. So then, you know, some months passed, and then eventually we started talking, you know, more. But no, it's for real.
Wait. So you went for the little handshake?
Yes.
And then you just sat there and were like, hi.
Yeah, it was just like the most awkward hi, and just like time froze. And like I said, he's not shy and I'm not shy, but it was just so weird. But
yo, that is hilarious. And SUG, you know what they say? There's never a true love meeting unless the Red Rooster's there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You gotta certify it. Terry Taylor has to put a stamp on it.
Yes, and he was like our Cupid because he kept telling him, "You better get it for someone else does." And then he would come to me, "Are you guys boyfriend and girlfriend yet?" And I'm like, "No, not yet." He goes, "Have you gone on a first date?" I'm like, "No, not yet." And he's like, "Well, what are you doing?"
That is so funny. And then once you guys started dating, did it just it clicked very quickly?
Yeah, it definitely clicked very quickly. I feel like we're very similar. I mean, we're like, we have our like differences, but I feel like we're very similar when it comes to like just like who we are as people. And also, it definitely helps having someone who understands your schedule and what you're going through. He helps talk me off of cliffs, but also pushes me to just take that next step and be better.
I have to tell you, this is our first time really talking, but I love that kid. Like
Yeah, he's awesome.
I am such a huge, like, he's a great wrestler. We've all talked about his ceiling. You know, we all, you know, listen, Carmelo's a name we threw out there to get the last match with Cena. You know,
It's still on the tape.
and it's still on the table. These are all things. These are all things we talk about. But just on a personal level, what a lovely guy you found. So I'm happy for you guys.
Thank
and I've
you.
heard nothing but great things about you as well.
That's good.
What now? Let's now. What about this? What about this TNA knockouts thing? Like, how familiar? First of all, how big a fan were you? How familiar were you with the idea of TNA, and what has this experience sort of been like?
So I would say, so when I was growing up, I definitely watched wrestling. I have 4 older brothers, so we watched wrestling. I will say when I got to like middle high school, I didn't watch as much. I was like primarily focused on getting a scholarship in gymnastics. So now that
You're like 27?
Yeah, my birthday just passed.
Oh, happy belated.
Thank you.
All right, so middle high school, what you didn't miss much. I feel like that was a good time to check out actually, SUG.
It depends
Middle
on
high-
what those years were though. Like,
Well, that's like 13 years ago. That's like 12. Yeah, it was hit or miss in that period. But anyways, but continue.
Yeah, so basically I would say I'm a student of the game now. I've gone back, I've watched, I study now. So I would say, yes, I was a wrestling fan, but there was a time in my life where I didn't watch as much. But when they messaged me on Instagram to come to a tryout, I was like, this cannot be real. I remember calling my mom, and she was like, is this real? And she's like, well, I mean, might as well go for it. I mean, now just let me know where you are.
And you were doing gymnastics at the time?
Yeah, I was doing gymnastics at Michigan State. I was doing my COVID year, so my 5th year. And then they messaged me, but I was finishing season. So I was like, oh, let me just wait. Let me finish season, then I'll get back to them.
Were you like hot on the gram or something?
Well, I wouldn't say not like today's kids, but
You were the old school hot on the gram,
yes,
though.
but I would say I was one of the top gymnasts at Michigan State.
Okay.
But I wasn't what I would say, like, 100K followers, nothing like that.
Right. Okay, I got it. So how do you think they really caught wind of, like, did they ever tell you like how they found you exactly?
They didn't tell me. They just said they were recruiting athletes. Honestly, it was just a blessing from God. Like,
wow.
There's no saying how they found me. Didn't have like a pop in Instagram.
SUJ?
yeah, what do you find more challenging? I'm curious. The competition aspect from being in gymnastics and that world, or the competition aspect from being in the wrestling locker room, especially now that you have the World Heavyweight Championship on your shoulder.
Yeah, I would say definitely wrestling because, one, there's so many great athletes. We all come from different backgrounds, whether you were on the independents, whatever, or MMA fighter, whatever the case was. I feel like everyone has such unique backgrounds. So that's one. And then I would say, and also, wrestling is foreign to me. It's like, I don't even know what I'm doing half the time. But
I love
Keep
your
doing
honesty
it,
on this.
yes,
I do.
it's just because it's so different.
It's
like
a lot.
I came from a sport where it was like, this is the way and it's the only way and it's perfection. You're being judged on a scale of perfection. Now wrestling, there's 1,000 ways that can be correct or whatever. So that's just like a big difference. So I would say wrestling's harder because there's no right or wrong way.
Who has been the most helpful? Obviously, we know the coaches here. You know, Norm Smiley and Terry Taylor. We know there's a lot of great coaches here. What superstars have already been helpful to you, even if just in the NXT locker room, as far as just like helping you speak the language and learn it? Because, yeah, it's truly its own craft, unlike anything else.
Yes, I would say when I was first starting, Lyra definitely helped me a lot. We used to get in the ring together when she was obviously, in NXT. She will help me like with the basics, the fundamentals. So she was a big help with in-ring for sure. And then I would say, of course, Melo. He's helped me not only with like in-ring, but promos, but also just like the business side of things, like telling me, hey, like wrestling's up, it's down. So I would say those two for sure.
And what like right now you have a lot going on. You have a TNA show tonight?
Yep.
Who do you have?
I have Turning Point against M by Elegance.
And then you're on Gold Rush?
Yep, Gold Rush. I got Triple Threat with Jordan and Lei Ying Lee.
So that's a big stage at the theater at MSG, and obviously Gold Rush coming up for 2 weeks, the next 2 weeks of NXT from Madison Square Garden in New York. How anxious do you get for big moments like that? Like you talk about your inexperience with a level of comfort. You know what I mean? Like almost like you're aware that you don't know it all yet, but you're comfortable with that fact.
Yeah.
So are you a pretty cool, calm, collected person, or are you a day of show running around like, let's go?
I'm a pretty calm, collected person. Of course I get nervous because I want to do well. I know people are watching, and also there's HBK is putting me out there because he believes in me. So obviously there's that nervousness that I have, but it's because I want to do so well. So, and with gymnastics going back, I was nervous before every competition because I just wanted it to go so well. So I feel like, honestly, in like pressure moments and when I'm nervous is when I do my best.
Sorry, there's been a fruit fly here.
I know,
there's a fruit fly here.
Me.
And the embarrassing part to everyone listening is that not only is there a fruit fly there, but it literally was sitting on a banana that I had sitting here like
the fly.
Yeah, like a complete jabroni. But SUG, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I want to ask you too, because something that impressed me from you, like I think it was last week, you had that promo in the middle of the ring where you basically told the fans that like, I don't need you, to sum it up. And one thing with the fans at NXT, I love them, but that crowd, like sometimes they can be insufferable in just the way that like they chant and they try to talk over you and they try to rattle you, but like it didn't feel like you were sticking to the script, but to me, you nailed it because you was like, the more they hated, the more confident you sounded. And I just want to know, where did that come from? Because I think with the Kelani that people got to know over the years was like very nice and very bubbly, and they thought they could push you around, and they found out that that was not the case.
Yes. And that's the problem. I feel like when you do stuff the right way and you're always bubbly and nice all the time, people take advantage of it, and then you're seen as like, oh, boring, she's boring, like just because you're nice. And then I was like, you know what? No, I'm not boring, and I have a truth to say. And I also felt like because I was trying to carry this title the right way, opposite the way that Trick was carrying it by like bashing TNA and wearing it upside down, people, they hated it. I was doing it the right way and they hated it. I just feel like sometimes people like it when you do stuff bad or wrong.
Yeah, sometimes it's fun to do bad things, as the great Latarian Milton once said,
yes.
SUG.
And I will say in that promo, and just touching on your point, in that promo, yes, they were so loud booing me. I could barely hear myself, but I was like, it's okay. You don't have to hear what I'm saying, but you're going to hear what I'm saying whether you like it or not.
I respect it. Where are you from originally? You from Michigan?
No, I'm from Boynton Beach, Florida.
From Boynton Beach, Florida, and then went to Michigan State for school.
Correct.
What's life like growing up in Boynton Beach, Florida? What's the vibes?
I love it. It's the beach. It's hot all year round, but it's very diverse there.
And what's your family's background? Where's your family from?
My mom is from Boston and my dad is from Georgia.
So do your mom and Mello share a special Boston connection? A little bit.
Yeah, they do. And they always say like Wicked and that was wicked cool. Yeah, how they talk.
Exactly. Yeah, like that. Lots of Dunkin' Donuts cups sitting around. All that
yes,
stuff.
she does.
Who are some of the dream opponents for you? Are there already people out there that you look up to and go, oh, I just.
Yeah, when Bianca comes back, I really want to work her, and then Rhea, Io, and Becky. Those are like some people, and obviously when Naomi comes back, when she has her baby.
And what about? Do you ever think about the prospect of showing up in that Royal Rumble? What that moment would
Oh
feel
my
like?
God, I honestly think about that all the time. I feel like just the adrenaline when you come out and when you're running down the long ramp. I
mean, and by the way, SGG, correct me if I'm wrong, she wouldn't be the first Knockouts champion to appear in the Women's Royal Rumble.
She would not. But I also I like to think that if she's in the Rumble, she's a possible winner. It's on the table.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you're going to show up, you might as well show out.
Yeah, you might as well win.
I mean, remember Roxanne last year, was brand new, went an hour, set the record, I think.
Yeah,
for
the record. Yeah, she set the record.
Now, do you have any special affinity for the artist Kelani because you are Kelani?
I do love her. And also, that trend was like the Kelani song?
Mm-hmm.
I wish that was like my walkout song.
Have you tried to have that conversation yet? Listen,
I don't think it's going to happen.
Listen, here's what you need to do. You need to get to the point of so undeniable.
Yes.
Where them coughing up the bread to pay Kelani for the song is just like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
At least
that
video
CM Punk.
Yes.
Yeah, at least, or at least for a video package. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know who else that I always get a lot? People always say that I look like Maya the singer. So I get that a lot. So maybe. I promise you, I get that all the time.
And I'm getting your profile. I see it more than dead on.
Yeah.
Really? Well, listen, I want you to know that I take that very seriously because my daughter is named Maya, M-Y-A.
Oh.
Yes. I wouldn't say it's after Maya, but the reason I went why is it was the conversation between me and my wife was, do we go the regular way or do we go the Maya way?
Yeah.
And Maya's from D.C., I'm from D.C., we're the same age. By the way, good news for you if you're anything like Maya, because that woman ages like the finest wine.
Yeah.
Listen, all I'll say is we're the same age. Look at me. Look at her. All right? You see, it's all you need to know about being a vegan, taking care of yourself. No, that woman she's special. And I heard she's been killing it out on the road. She popped out on the Brandy and Monica tour.
Oh.
She still got it on stage, too.
She still got it.
I cannot believe that you were born, because I was just looking at this beforehand. You were born in 98?
Mm-hmm.
SGG, can you believe that someone born in 98 is 27? Because when I see 98, how do I explain this? Tell me if this makes sense to you, SGG, or even to you.
Mm-hmm.
When I see 98, I feel like you're a baby. And then I see 27, I'm like, well, I mean, she's not a baby. She's 27 is definitely whole ass adults. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. At SGG in 98, we were outside already. We were listening to DMX.
It's a fact. My nephew's born in 98, and I have to keep reminding myself that I can't check him all the time like I want to, because I'm now talking to a grown man who's full adult, but I'm still seeing 8-year-old nephew.
I know there's something about when you see late 90s on the thing. It's crazy.
It is crazy. That's how I feel when I see people born in 2004. And
no, 04 is
and
crazy.
they're 21 or something.
No, no, listen, these kids, dude, these Evolve kids, they were born in 04 and 05.
I know, and they're grown.
No, there is some line that I've been noticing recently, and it's right around 25 to where it's I go from above 20, because I'm in my mid-40s. I'm 46. 25 and up, you're young, right? But we can still, you're an adult. We could all be sitting in the same place having conversation. For some reason for me, there's something once you get 23 and under, I'm oh, these are actual children. You could still be in class right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was no world unless things went really badly for you, we'd still be in class. I mean, unless you'd failed out of everything. Now, did you finish school in 4 years?
Yeah, I just did my extra year, my COVID year, so I got my master's degree.
Oh, my bad. What was your master's in?
My master's was in international journalism.
Wow.
What?
So,
all right, I guess you take my job too then. She got
By the way, so you know what, SGG? It's about time we sort of upgrade this co-host position. You know what I mean? Someone with some actual learned experience in the past. You know what I mean? A master's?
Yeah, master's.
SGG doesn't even have stats anymore, and his name is StatGuy. Or does that actually interest you? Like, is that something you would, at the way down the road, post-athletic career, would going back to journalism be something that interests you?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Because one, I love talking, but I also love writing. So, like in my undergrad, I did broadcast journalism and sports journalism. So that was like my focus. But when I got to master's, I really love like research and writing. So I would write like, I know people think this is boring, but I would write like 15-page papers about like stuff and like international reporting and stuff. But
just stuff that you'd find a subject.
I would find a subject, and then I would just like obviously research it, study it. Like for international journalism, it's like how other countries receive their media and like their censorship and all that stuff. So I would just like research it and interview and stuff.
Wow.
I know. Mello always like, you're a nerd, but I am.
Good for you. Good for you.
What's your perspective on how wrestling journalism is in this day and age? Like how people cover, let's say, just a moment that happens on TV and they extrapolate it out to mean that this person is unhappy and they're leaving and they dig into different rumors.
Yeah, so I think some, I mean, as you guys know, some are like, valid sources and they're good, but there's also a lot because at the end of the day, I guess everyone technically can be a journalist because everyone has a phone, everyone can tweet or say whatever they want. So I would say some is obviously not valid, and I feel like sometimes people just want to be the first to get it out. They don't actually know what they're even saying.
Yeah, it is interesting, like with the availability, and it's like it is great that everybody can have a camera, right? And like, so you see, in places where like there's humanitarian crisis, it's great that everyone can have a camera and show you. But then take something much less important, respectfully, like professional wrestling, where you have people who can literally just watch TV like anyone else. That line between, quote, journalist and content creator is like incredibly blurry.
Yeah, because I can't tell you how many times it will be like, sources say blah, 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 and you're like, huh? Who's the source?
There cannot be a source.
I'm like, who's the source?
We joke sometimes about some of the headlines that come up. Like, don't get me wrong. Obviously, some stuff is real and gets leaked, and that's annoying and terrible. But then there's just stuff that you're like, that's not a story. Like, they'll almost pull something that's from Storyline on television and act like they're reporting on news. And I'm like, that's obscene. All right, so you have a show tonight. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Good luck. Are you on Gold Rush week 1?
I'm on Gold Rush week 2.
Week 2. All right. So in a couple of weeks, we'll check you out at Gold Rush as well in that triple threat match. It's been a pleasure, Kelani.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
We look forward to talking to you more in the future. Please tell Mello what up. I texted him and said, tell me something interesting to talk to your lady about. He hasn't written me back. So go ahead and curse him out for me, too.
I got you. He's really bad at texting back.
Yeah, he's slow. All right. Dip will step back in a few minutes. We'll do some more on John Cena. We'll talk to you guys. Thanks to the TNA Knockouts champion, Kelani Jordan. It's Cheap Heat Live on Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following. Marvel Comics' #1 tough guy, the Punisher, explodes onto Game Boy in the ultimate payback, non-stop shoot-'em-up arcade action, and a special appearance by Spider-Man from Acclaim.
Now, I have unfortunate news to report to the audience listening and watching. We had a great time talking to Kelani Jordan.
Yeah.
However, the best part of the interview happened off the air. Now, I can ask her if she's good with it. We could still include it. You guys are still recording back there, right? We could still include it in the video. I think we may have to make that a bonus. That has to be bonus video, doesn't it?
Yes.
All right. Let me just. So if you were a hardcore listener of the podcast, you will appreciate this. If not, you won't care and just go ahead and roll with it anyway. We're sitting here afterwards, and Dip comes back because Dip doesn't jump in on most of the interviews, and he was handling some business. He comes back on, says hi to Kelani after we finish up, and then he says, "Oh, where in Boynton Beach are you from?" Because that's where Dip's parents live, right down the street. And he asks her, "Have you been to Flakowitz?" Flakowitz's? What's it?
Flakowitz, yeah, it's like the Jewish deli in Boynton.
And she goes, "No, I haven't. What's Flakowitz?" And he says, "It's the Jewish deli." And she goes, "Oh, well, I should go. My mom's Jewish." And we were like, hello! The headline of the Sedge.
Buried the lead.
buried the lead. Oh,
there's so much. We could do a whole thing on this. We get her back. We'll get her back on. We'll get her back on at some point.
But do you realize what this means? Do you realize what this means for the Jewish people? Honestly.
A lot. By the way, being able to claim Kelani Jordan is huge.
Are you? This is the biggest news, and these hacks, these so-called journalistic hacks out there, who claim to care, are they going to report the biggest wrestling news? that even though she's not observant, her mother is 100% Jewish, making Kelani Jordan Jewish, no matter what you say about it. Do you know what this means? Do you understand as a people how far we've gone up now in terms of athleticism, looks, charisma? Do you realize what we've gained today?
But big, a lot. I gotta tell you, this is not an exaggeration.
She is one of the most talented, impressive new superstars in WWE. By the way, Goldberg, bye.
Yep, I was just about to
say. So long. We don't need him.
Goldberg and Barry Horowitz just got leapfrogged so crazy right now.
Oh my God. And by the way, don't ever forget that I was the person who figured out that Alexa Bliss was half Jewish. Don't ever forget that. That was me.
Carmelo Hayes is dating a Jewish woman.
He's Jewish and Hayes. We've basically gained Hayes as well.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a really big moment for the show and a big moment for the listeners, and we're grateful that all of you can be here with us today. She was fantastic. I'm going to try to stop by this TNA pay-per-view tonight. I'm going to try to stop by. It's going on down the street.
I'm curious. I'm interested. Absolutely.
Well, by the way, we'll see what happens, and maybe by the time people hear this, if you're hearing this on the podcast on Saturday or Sunday or whatever it may be, then maybe it's an irrelevant point because we've already figured out what the situation is. But Mike Santana, they took the title off him after a month.
Yeah.
Against Frankie Kazarian.
Yeah.
After getting beat up by a bunch of random people.
Yeah, it happened.
No one finds that weird?
It's weird.
I don't watch enough TNA to say if it's weird, right? Because it's possible that Frankie Kazarian also has a championship story, he had a chase that I'm not aware of and that people more tapped into TNA might be aware of. It's also possible that, because of the relationship between WWE and TNA, that Mike Santana's off to greener pastures. Also, I don't mind these short title reigns, right? I don't mind a little transitional something if it means something to the story. And again, I'm not as tapped into the story as other people might be to say whether or not I should be absolutely outraged about this or if this is weird. So I think it's just like wrestling fans love Mike and they want to be mad about it.
Guys, Kelani Jordan is half Jewish.
I know. I can't stop thinking about it. It's all that matters.
Okay.
By the way, I'm gonna hit up Greg Domino. I'm gonna yell at him. I'm gonna say, "How dare you son of a bitch? How could you not tell me?
Tell me something interesting and nobody gave it to you."
I know. I wrote Carmelo Hayes. Hey, tell me something about nothing. Eggs. And now we find out the ultimate news. Kelani Jordanstein. Wow. And by the way, I won't say it because she didn't say this. I wouldn't share this unless she okayed it. She shared her mother's maiden name. I mean, just a beautiful classic Jewish name. I mean, this is a Jewish woman.
Yeah,
confirmed.
I mean, by the way, do you think that even though she's not practically Jewish on a day-to-day basis and she's never been to Flakowitz Dip, do you think that the second she walks in, she just gravitates towards the most Jewish schmear they have?
What if she just walks in and knows exactly what she's got some crazy.
she's never done it before.
Yeah.
I need capers. I need capers.
I need a side of whitefish salad. I must have the whitefish salad.
How does it work? Does the next Cheap Heat Live, do we invite her and do a bat mitzvah? Like a little something?
Can you imagine?
We could that's something. There's something there. There's something there.
Yeah, the Kelani Jordan's bat mitzvah is a Mage episode of Cheap Heat. Baruch Hu Adonai Hamvorah.
I could see
Baruch
Carmelo.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et torato. Na, 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 na. Oh, yeah, the bat mitzvah's going to be big. Yeah, Dip, you get an Aliyah, you're going to have to practice up. SGG.
Of course.
SGG. He's going to represent the men's club. He'll present her with a Kiddush cup at the end.
Yeah.
It's going to be a moment. Oh, I can't wait for this. Yeah, oh man. Should we talk about wrestling again also?
I love wrestling. I love a big wrestling fan for years and years.
Who do you guys think is going to be LA Knight's surprise opponent?
The Dirts are saying Hendry, and they couldn't say his name because if you say his name, he appears. That's what they said. That's what they say.
I know.
Solo.
Is that what they're saying?
That's what they are saying. That's what they are saying.
What'd you say, SGG? Stone Cold?
No, said Solo Sikoa also has a surprise opponent. So maybe Hendry.
I think you said someone said Stone Cold, and I went, well, that would be something.
No, not yet.
Can I just say something? Like the Boston crowd was hot and electric, and the Cena matches continue to be fun. Him and Dominic were super fun. My assumption here is that they turn it around like we heard rumored, and they run it back at Survivor Series. And it's Dominic and Cena at Survivor Series.
I'm not mad at that.
And he wins, and Dominic gets the title back.
Somehow Dominic gets the title back.
And whoever is, whoever I guess we're seemingly getting on December 13th interferes and costs him the match or something, or I don't know.
That would be fun. Like, it would be fun too if John's last match was against like a heel, not like a respectful babyface.
I'm sorry. Can I have they like showed us a bracket?
No,
of like
no, they have not.
It's like how many people are in this tournament?
16 people in the tournament.
And there's only been like 2 matches, and like, right?
Yes, they're doing Raw and SmackDown are doing matches, so you're gonna get 2 more on SmackDown.
Wait, we haven't seen the bracket, SGG?
No,
there's no bracket.
It's not fully revealed. It's not fully revealed.
But you know what that?
It's time to see the bracket.
But you know what that? Wait, but so you're saying, have they shown it and names aren't revealed, or they haven't even shown it?
They're pulling names.
The bracket. I think that what's going to happen is when they get to the quarterfinals, when every competitor is actually revealed, then we'll get a bracket and then we'll break it down. Because let's be honest, too, just from a 16 names on the screen, it's clunky. So like when they get it down to 8, then they can get a cleaner graphic.
No, you could easily do it. You could easily, SGG, they've done it a million times. The reason they're not doing it, they don't know. They can't know.
That's possible too.
No, that's it. That's it.
They fade this, so we're gonna go. Are we doing?
No, because we've watched plenty of. We have watched King of the Ring tournaments where they've had at least 16 names on the screen. It has to be that they're like, we're announcing the matches and then we'll figure out where people go to get the matchups that we want, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's some. I think only one NXT name has been announced so far. Javon Evans. There's 8 other names, or 6 or 8.
By the way, you want to talk about something? You want to talk about something out of nothing. And we got a break. I want to talk to you guys next. All your thoughts on all of this stuff and where we're at with it. 877-344-4893. Jump on the show. Kelani Jordan is Jewish. And also, if Javon Evans went on a run, that could be something.
That's
like you could take someone who you don't expect and make it something. But it has to be the right person you don't expect, like Javon Evans, in my opinion. All right? So we want to hear from you on this and so much more. 877-344-4893. Mike Santana loses the title to Frankie Kazarian. Oh, it's a wacky Friday. Here I'm at the PC, and it is Cheap Heat Live on Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following. New World Wrestling Federation Superstars Cookies from Salerno. Great tasting cookies in 10 fun-to-eat WWF wrestling shapes.
What do you guys think about the John Cena NXT of it all? The fact that this PLE, we know he spent a lot of time at the Performance Center. He was meeting with people. He's doing all this stuff. And now they're saying the Saturday Night's Main Event is going to have like these exhibitions with NXT talent. SGG, your tease.
I like it. I like it a lot. Especially if, his whole thing has been, now that he's a good guy again, I want to showcase the future. I want to give people the chance to seize the opportunity that I seized way back when. Not everybody's going to get to be in the last match or have the opportunity to beat John Cena or beat up John Cena, as AJ Styles would say. But still be able to be on the card and be showcased, I think is huge for people. So I'm for it.
Yeah, I like the idea of like showcasing them. Does it minimize their mageness? Like, I don't know. It just feels like a little bit of like shining a light on that they're like still in developmental. I don't know. I'm mixed about it. It depends who they put out there, I guess.
I mean, no, they are still in developmental, but also
I know.
With it being exhibitions against WWE guys who are on the main roster, do we get some new rivalries out of this? Does it open up the door for something? I don't
know. I don't love when there's that much crossover between the brands. I like the idea of like the big reveal that someone is being called up, and so I just like the idea of putting them. Like, I don't love when they put NXT talent on SmackDown and Raw. I don't love when it goes the other way either. It's like, let it be what it is. It's like.
So how do you find a way to make it like feel impactful and special on this event? And how many do they do? Like, I'm curious now to how they fill out the card. Right now, it is going to be treated like a PLE. Like this Saturday night's main event is going to be called Saturday night's main event. But as Dip said a few weeks ago, what he's heard from someone, and I can tell you what I've heard, it's put any previous Saturday night's main event away. Just consider it that Peacock is getting, and by the way, I just had a thought. I wonder in part of the way that the deal ended with Peacock and ESPN and how it all sort of happened kind of quickly, I wonder if part of it was, hey guys, how about this? We're going to move over there right now. We're going to do WrestlePalooza, blah, blah, blah. But we're going to give you the Cena thing, and it's going to be huge.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
So makes sense.
Think of it being a really big premium live event for that Saturday night's main event. How else do you fill out the card? Like, is it literally just going to be Cena's last match with a bunch of NXT people facing WWE people? Or are they going to have, like... What do you say, Ashley?
I mean, I have some ideas.
I think that's what they do.
But that's the whole thing. You don't have any other matches. It's just Cena's last match, and then Kelani Jordan versus Rhea Ripley, and Carmelo Hayes versus Trick Williams, or whatever different things you want to do. Like that. That's what it is.
Yeah, I think that's the direction they go, right? Because Cena's last match at this point now, it feels so huge, so monumental. It's an event in and of itself. So do you want to even bother, like, let's see what's going on with Cody and Drew and put that storyline in there? Or like put
that's a really good point. That's a really good point.
Like, do you want to even
muddy it up?
Yeah, this is all about Cena. This is his legacy. This is the John Cena show. And we're just going to go out with a bunch of exhibition matches with no story that doesn't mean anything right now. Could mean in the future, but not right now. And we'll give John Cena his send-off.
Yeah. What do you think, Dip? Because I think that part made a lot of sense. The not muddying up other main roster stories next to it, that does make a lot of sense. And then you can still have cool exhibition matches, but they're not part of a broader story. That might make sense to me.
You know what? I misunderstood the scenario. That's why I had that reaction. The idea that an NXT, like a really solid NXT person would be wrestling a main roster person is different than if you had two NXT people wrestling on the show. I think that's an interesting thing to me. So, and there's a lot of interesting dream matches already. I mean, there's so many good NXT stars right now. You say whatever you want about NXT. I think this could be one of the best rosters ever. I'm sorry. Like,
isn't it crazy how you can say that every 2 or so years about NXT? That like, all right, no, this is the best.
I got to tell you, the Evolve roster is, the perfect next NXT roster. if you go down the list. I mean, they've done a great job. I got to tell you, this system is in place, in my opinion, talent-wise, works incredibly well. I just feel like the debuts, like Lash Legend is somebody that I have had my eye on just as a fan.
We just talked about this.
For a very long time. I think she is Mage in every way, shape, and form.
Yep.
The idea that she would just debut in the way that she did last week, okay, not bad. She sort of debuted a little bit like China.
Yeah, it was exactly like China.
When she grabbed Marlena and whipped her around. So that's okay. But, I don't know, Lash Legend is such an incredible presence that something a little bit better for her would have been maybe, would have been the way to go. I don't want to hate. I don't want to hate on it too much. I don't want to minimize Lash Legend. I think she's Mage, and I'm a fan. But I just think
and her and Nia together could be a real force.
Yeah, could be. Did you see that forearm? She sent Io into the first row with the forearm.
Yeah, they are a force. They are a force. Let's face it. I would put
a good word to use too. Presence, because that's exactly what Nia. She has we moving off of aura. I think presence was a good way to describe what Lash Legend brought.
Lash Legend has presence and aura. And I would put the tag titles on them immediately. Take the tag titles off the Kabooks. I would put it right on Lash Legend and or at least have them build up to it. So they're an awesome tag team. I'd like to see them have the similar gear or something that make a little that sort of blends them together a little bit. That would be fun to see. But I think the Kabuki Warriors have had their moment already. It's over.
No. I just think the Kabuki Warriors don't need a title particularly.
They don't. By the way, as a tag team, they're awesome in the ring. We know that. I have some other my other criticisms or whatever, but I as in-ring wrestlers, they're at the highest level you can possibly get. But the idea of putting a new awesome tag team in the mix that would in Lash Legend and Nia Jax. I'd like to see them have a name together and have similar gear, not just be thrown together.
We know how you feel about the gear.
Yeah,
now, here's where
I need a gear, any name.
Here's where I think we go though. Maybe for the rest of the show, for people who have it, what are the matches you would want to see on the Cena show? Meaning, you tell us the NXT talent and the main roster talent, and who you want to see match up. Let's assume, SGG, we're going to get 4 other matches in addition to Cena's last match. What are sort of the 4 dream matches between NXT and SmackDown and Raw?
I like that.
I think that's a fun thing to dream about. 877-344-4893. I am very excited that Jackson Drake and Sean Legacy are going to have a title match at Gold Rush in 2 weeks. What are your teas?
Mage. Huge Jackson Drake guy.
Love Jackson Drake. He just defended that title. Come on, give the Carolina. Let him rest. Why they on his neck like that? Just come on, man.
I mean, he just survived Keanu Carver. You survive Keanu Carver, then you have to roll right into Sean Legacy. By the way, it is interesting.
That's not fair.
Some of these characters, though, I have to tell you, I've recently been impressed with the way that, like, Sean Legacy, Kendall Gray, Jackson Drake, they've really been using them on NXT quite a bit. Like, they're starting to become like SGG. If you're a big NXT fan at this point, you now know Kendall Gray, and Sean Legacy certainly, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they've been showcased, like you said, and they're not the only ones, right? The Vanity Project got a look on NXT a while back. My guy Swipe Right, they were on NXT.
I could see Vanity Project becoming the new Undisputed Era in NXT.
That would be very cool, man. It's interesting. I find the Vanity Project thing interesting because Swipe Right was the first thing from when I did my audition for Evolve, and Dip and I sent Dip the tape. When Dip and Natalie watched the first tape of Evolve, they went, "Ooh, Swipe Right, like these guys. This is fun," right away out of the gate. And then, swipe rate has continued to be a fixture, but Jackson Drake has really become the guy. And, like, I think we're going to have Jackson Drake on the show next week. And I am really curious about – I'd love to know the thought process, and I guess there'd be other people to ask that would make more sense. But, like, I am curious about their thought process as to why Jackson Drake has been the guy for this long. Like, they've really gotten behind Jackson Drake. By the way, I mean, and I think he's awesome, but I'm just curious about what they show. You know what I mean? Like, what is it about him that he's brought to the tip? Because there are other guys there. Like, Sean Legacy has been awesome, too. Never had the title. He's been trying to get the title the entire time.
Yeah. Well, I think they're trying to make Jackson Drake into a star. That's what they're doing. That's what it is.
But I just wonder why. But why him? Like, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying in a good way. I mean, why? Like, what did he show them that they're saying we really think you're worth not only winning the title, being the breakout star from this faction, putting the title on you, and then defending it and beating all the other bigger people that we have? I'm just curious to, like, because this is the first step.
Are they trying to establish him or the title, or are they trying to do both at the same time?
Him. Because they're using the title to elevate him, because
the title is brand new.
I know, but when you have a huge group, you have like the entire thing is truly developmental, ID wrestlers and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. You gotta figure out, like there's always like there needs to be a face of it in some capacity. There always
need to have people trading titles like
that.
The
biggest problem with Evolve in the beginning was that there wasn't a face of it, in my opinion. So now that they have one, it's like, oh, I can go. If you're a Jackson Drake fan or you're a Vanity Project fan, you're like, I can go on every week and watch Vanity Project and Jackson Drake. So,
but you're not answering my question. I agree with everything you're saying. I just want to know
what is it about him?
What did they see in him? Yes,
is it the fact wrestler.
Right? Is he the most natural, great wrestler they have? Does he work the hardest? Like, it has to be based at this developmental level. I'm sure it's based mostly on what they show, but I don't. I'm only here, I'm here one day here, one day there, and it seems like they all work quite hard to me. I don't know who has an attitude problem. I don't know who's there early every day. I don't know who does the extra work. I don't know.
It's a good point. I mean, I don't know. He's a great wrestler. He's the guy.
He's a good-looking kid.
He's good looking. The guy, he bulks up a little bit. The guy looks like a freaking star. I mean, I don't know. He's the three of them. I call them up tomorrow to NXT. Mm-hmm. I'm all about the Vanity Project. I love the whole gimmick. It's current. It's interesting. I'm all in on it.
Well, I will say we're adding a little thing at today's tapings. I'm reading over the shows, and they're adding a little like accoutrement to the Vanity Project. They're adding a little something to them.
Oh, fuck yeah. I will be watching for sure.
SGG, by the way, I'm going to tell you right now, tell our Cheap Heat audience, very excited about this. I will be in the booth for the Evolve matches on NXT.
Oh, that's Mage.
Yeah, buddy.
There we go. That's what I like to hear right there.
I'm gonna sit with Booker T and Vic Joseph. Very, very excited to be at Gold Rush starting this Tuesday. All right, let's take a break. Again, who are the NXT stars and who are the WWE superstars you want to see them matched with, if that is in fact where we go to fill out the Saturday Night's Main Event on December 13th. 877-344-4893. I see SGG and Dip. They're doing the work. They're writing it down as well. I'll find out what their choices are. We'll find out what your choices are. Much more the rest of the way right here on Cheap Heat Live on Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following. Stork Chocolate Reason. If you like chocolate, then you'll love Reason. Extra chewy chocolate caramels covered with a rich chocolate coating.
So we are talking about many things, the blood, the guts. It's maybe time to do that, and we'll talk to you guys as well. 877-344-4893. People don't seem as excited to speculate on the NXT matches for Saturday Night's Main Event as I hope they would be. But if you have any good suggestions, we'll get to that. Let's see. Dip, you watched the blood, you watched the guts.
Yes.
You watched the blood and the guts.
I was very into the guts. The blood I could do without. Love the guts.
But let's see. The Mercedes team won?
Yes.
The Mercedes, Shafir, Megan Bain heel team won.
Let me tell you who I haven't really paid that close attention to, who I guess debuted in February of this year. But Megan Bain looks like and feels like a star.
Wait, Tip, do you? This is the upsetting part.
He's not
SCG.
in the group chat. He doesn't pay attention to the group
you
chat.
don't. You don't listen. You don't read the group chat. You don't listen to me on the show. She's the only person in the last year on AEW that I like put over huge.
Hey,
we had a whole thing about this.
Calm down. Stop.
And he shows up and he
down
goes,
my throat.
I know, but he shows up. You show up in November and you go, you know who I like? Megan Bayne.
Showing up to hit you with your take.
I know. Hit me with my take. But SGG, if it happened on an episode that he missed for some reason, he doesn't know. No, she's Mage, dude. She still has work to do, but she looks incredible, and she can work.
Yeah, we love Megan.
I think Megan Bayne is cool. I think they are leaning into her a little bit too hard, too quickly. That makes sense.
There's something there. I don't know. I mean, look,
well, they want her to be Jade. They're replacing Jade. I think they think she can be the new Jade Plus, and they may be right. I just don't want them to rush her because I can tell while she's good, she still needs work. But she jumps off the page.
Right.
Yeah. She's jumping. She's saying goodbye to the page. There was a page. She's jumping right off the page.
She's off the page.
Yeah. I didn't love when Sasha Banks takes all the belts and throws them in the ring. I didn't like that part. But I don't know. All in all, the sky blue blood was Mage.
Oh, you loved that.
I love all the blood. If you're willing to go out there and bleed like that, you're Mage. Okay?
That's it.
That's it. MAJ. That's it. Mage.
I loved. No, I felt the exact same way. It gave me an appreciation for Sky Blue.
Hell yeah, man.
I didn't see the whole show yet. I like it format wise though. I think it is fun that basically those two matches take up almost the whole show.
It's War Games at Jays. It's cool. Look, a lot of people criticize. It's War Games.
No, it's War Games.
It's not War Games because it is War Games. It is War Games.
You have to. By the way, I wish they removed.
It's
War
Games.
Whack.
It is War Games.
I wish they removed the one whack part of War Games, but they don't. They keep it the same. The worst thing about War Games, and I have several complaints about War Games, but the worst thing about War Games, in my opinion, is that they tell you, and the match doesn't begin until they're all there. Well, so what are we doing?
You just have to go with it. I don't know. You just go with it.
I know. It's stupid. Why can't just tell me there can be? Why does that have to be the case? There should be eliminations possible at any time. You don't have to have very many before you get there, but then it adds drama. What if there are one or two eliminations early? Like, add the drama. Why have less drama? I don't get it.
Pete, you might be on to something with eliminations, especially if you're WWE and people have been missing your traditional Survivor Series matches. We like the War Games, but those feel thrown together. That is a way to add the Survivor Series element to War Games without having to go back. You could keep the two rings. You could keep all of that. But if you add in the eliminations along the way, that is a good way to do it. And then you don't have to eliminate the whole team. But then once everybody's out of the little cages on the top of the stage, the shark cages,
yes,
then the first pin after that wins the match.
That's a slight flip that changes the entire energy of it. I just hate the waiting part. And listen, I want to get to some calls. We haven't talked to anyone yet today, but we do have to talk about the War Games matches at Survivor Series, which of course this week there's a lot of conversation as those took shape around those matches. Can I just say something real quick? Right now, there are a lot of complaints. People have a lot to say about the product, right? I think we all agree on that. There's a lot of chatter at this moment. It's kind of loud. You want to get people to go, whoa, holy shit, Javon Evans beats Gunther. That's a holy-ish moment. And by the way, again, we've opened the door to Gunther losing because the man had a 30-minute war with Pat McAfee. So don't tell me... Don't tell me that a star on NXT now can't have a chance of beating him. Now it's a really hard spot because Gunther's been gone for so long. So to bring him back and then he loses his first round match would be crazy. But my point is only, but here's the thing, and this isn't meant as disrespect to Javon at all, but in terms of like the way that Gunther's been built up, I mean, bro, Javon beating him in the tournament would be 1-2-3 Kid of Jace. I mean, it would be, whoa, like you're made in a night.
Though. It's not an insult because look what it did for 1-2-3 Kid.
Exactly.
It made his career.
Yeah.
It made his career forever. So I think that right now, you know, we're in a time where a lot of people are very loud. There's been criticism about the Cena run in general. There's criticism about the tournament, about War Games. And we haven't really gotten to that yet. We should spend at least a couple minutes here at the end of the program talking about that. We do have now the semblance of a War Games. You have Punk, Jay, and Cody versus the Bronze and Logan Paul. Presumably, there'll be 2 more people on each of those teams. We don't know who that will be. And now you also have Alexa, Charlotte, Io, Rhea versus Nia, Lash Legend, Kyrie, and Asuka. And guys, both of these matches, in my opinion, I'm fine. They're both going to be matches I'm fine with. Why couldn't this have been a year where they're just Survivor Series matches? Like,
how many times can we say this?
Every year we do this. It didn't have to be War Games forever. Survivor Series can exist and be its own thing, and War Games can pop up here and there. It doesn't have to be. Neither of these. I hear the criticism that these.
I wonder what it is.
War Games.
I wonder what it is. What is the thing? Every single fan of wrestling would pop for the nostalgic Survivor Series card. Everyone. There isn't a single person that I know that wouldn't be excited to see this. Why won't they do it? Everyone would want it. Everyone.
I mean, we did hate Survivor Series right at the end, though, guys. Like, let's not forget that, right? It's
for
not
sure.
like WWE one day was like Survivor Series as big as it's ever gonna get. Let's switch it while it's at this top. It was like
the
way we felt about Survivor Series at the end.
What ends? What's
the way we feel right now about War Games.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why they're gonna stick to their guns on this. They can't trust it to be a decision left to the fans.
What was the last year that they did the matches? Truly, the whole card was the matches. 99?
We went over this.
98?
I don't know what the last year what they did was. It wasn't
the whole card
because 98 was the Deadly Games tournament.
The full card.
The full card? Oh, I have no idea.
90. I should know this. I mean, 98.
No. Well, think about
97.
it. No, because the screw job's on in 97.
Yep, and 98 the tournament. Deadly Games.
So
96.
Wait for that. It might be earlier than
that. I'm just saying.
In 96, they did it. They did it in 96.
Even if they just had 2 Survivor Series matches, it would have been fine this year. I don't know that these stories require. You know, there was we've kind of made the Regal screaming War Games into a bit of a joke, but it used to have more meaning because it requires War Games. But guess what? We still have another week to talk about that, and we'll do it next week, all right? Don't forget our Patreon, Cheap Heat Live. We are on Instagram as well, Cheap Heat Pod. You can watch our interview with Kelani Jordan on YouTube as well. SGG Dip, stay mage for me, will you?
I will. Stay mage, you too. Okay?
I didn't even get to complain about my travel today, but we'll do it next time. Stay mage, everyone. Have a great weekend.